Have you ever looked at someone on your team and thought, geez, I know they're more capable. So why do they wait for me to give them instruction all the time? It can be confusing, especially when you know that they have the skills to do the job. I'm Dr. Julie Donley, and I help leaders to reduce stress by improving how they communicate, connect, and lead. And one of the patterns that I see often in coaching is leaders assuming that if someone isn't taking initiative, maybe they need more direction. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes what they need is confidence. I worked with a leader who was becoming very frustrated by one of her employees, and she kept saying to me, Dr. Julie, she is smart, she knows what she's doing, but she keeps assumed that the employee needed more guidance. But as we explored the situation more intently, something else became clear. The employee wasn't lacking capability. She was afraid of making the wrong decision. She wanted to do good work. She wanted to meet expectations, but she didn't trust herself. Somewhere along the way, she had learned that asking was safer than just deciding. Capability and confidence are not the same thing. Someone can have all the knowledge and the ability that they need, but then still hesitate. Not because they can't do the work, but because they're wondering, what if I get it wrong? What if I disappoint my manager? Will I be criticized? When fear is driving the behavior, then giving more instruction or being clearer rarely solves the problem. In fact, it can unintentionally reinforce the message that they can't trust themselves and that you can't trust them. If you want to build confidence, try these 3 things. First, express your confidence in them. Sometimes people need to hear, I trust your judgment. I know you can handle this. Those simple statements often become the confidence that someone borrows until they can develop their own. Second, ask before you answer. Instead of immediately solving the problem, ask them, what do you think? What options have you considered? You're not withholding help or support. You're actually helping them to discover what they often know more than they realize. And third, normalize mistakes as part of learning. Confidence grows when people know that they don't have to be perfect. They simply need to be willing to learn. And when leaders respond calmly to mistakes instead of punishing them or getting upset with them, people become more willing to take appropriate risks. They make decisions and they continue growing. And here's a bonus strategy for you. Recognize good judgment, not just good outcomes. This one, many leaders overlook. Sometimes people make a thoughtful decision. They gather the right information. They act responsibly. The decision is a good one, but the outcome still isn't what they hoped. Don't miss the opportunity to acknowledge the quality of their thinking. You might say, I really appreciated how you thought that through, or that was a very well-reasoned decision. When you recognize good judgment, people become more willing to think independently instead of simply trying to avoid mistakes. One of the greatest gifts that a leader can give another person is confidence. Not confidence that comes from praise, but confidence that comes from knowing that someone believes in them. When people know that you trust them, they begin trusting themselves. And that's where leadership begins to shift. You stop creating dependence and you start developing confident, capable people who are willing to think for themselves. So take a moment to reflect on your leadership. Is there someone on your team who doesn't necessarily need more instruction, but needs to know that you believe in them? What could you do this week to help build their confidence? If helping people to grow into confident, independent leaders is something you're working on, well, executive coaching can help you develop the mindset and practical skills to make that shift. You'll find information about working with me on my website and in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, then be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel and share the video with another leader. Together, we can reduce stress by improving how we communicate, connect, and lead. I'm Dr. Julie Donley. Until next time, happy leading.